Top of the morning to you laddies. My name is Sarah Jane and welcome back to Rogue Radio. I know my neighbors hate me. Today is a Renegade Times episode, but before I even go into the bullshit that we're about to go and read, I don't even know what we're about to read yet. I make this shit up as I go along, but listen. My husband, Terrence, or Terrence G as he is known on Rogue Radio, and Leash Capiche from Let's Talk, also on Rogue Radio, have decided to come together and make a wonderful, brand new podcast called Trauma Bonds. And it's all about, you guessed it, trauma. And here is a little clip from that first episode that they just pushed out.
Treat my mom like garbage. So when I got to high school, did you think I dated a black woman? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. So that's a kind of an example of what I mean about when you're in an environment and the things that you see like can affect how you live your life and the certain choices that you make. Like, why do certain people choose a preference in who they date?
Really, I feel like that go back to even with parents, man. I go back to parents, but it's like if I grow up in a household where I feel like I don't see like my mom or whatever being loved properly by a man,
yep.
I'm gonna grow up and like seek that same preference in men that she was lacking.
Yep, because your mom never told you. Never sat you down and said, Alicia, baby, like, this is not how it's supposed to be done.
Exactly. But you don't see it either. You know what I'm saying? There's no role model for that.
So if she don't correct it, you're just thinking, like, this is the way it should be.
And it's like, too, like, when you grow up, too, like, without a father, it's kind of like, especially
in the home, right.
Especially for females, I feel like, it's kind of opposite, like, with the mother and son relationship. But with females without a father, it's like, most of the time, we don't know what to correctly look for in a man, to be honest with you, because we don't see that. So we kind of going based off of the fact that we just like the attention that you giving. You know what I'm saying? Like we like the fact that we feel like we have fun or whatever together. We don't really ask like
those questions that need to be asked.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like I don't know what I'm looking for because I really never had a man in my life that actually sets that example. Like this is what you do when like you walking across the sidewalk. This is what you do. Like when you going out on a date. You know what I'm saying? Like
and I'm gonna tell you something right now. You're absolutely right that most women who never had a father in the home, they don't know what to look for in a man. But I will tell you this, at that point when they do get old enough and a man does come, a lot of them women at that point where they're like, shit, you can't tell me what to do. I've been doing.
Once again, that's Trauma Bonds. You can find that on Spotify and also Spotify for podcasters. Trauma Bonds. The link will be down in the description below on how to get to that and listen to the whole thing. Mama Rogue is so proud of y'all. I love you so much. Alright, anyway, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, links will be down in the description below on how to reach me. Go down and get yourself some damn merch because you'll look sexy as fuck. And you know what? You might get a girl, you might get a boy. I'm just saying, it's chick and dude magnets. Go ahead and get yourself some merch because I swear to God, you're gonna get a date afterwards once you start wearing it. The chicks will not stop coming around you. Nor the dudes, okay? Just get yourself some merch, okay? It's great. Alright, before we get into politics, I'm just saying right now, I won't be able to post. I won't be able to post for a week because YouTube has decided to take down one of my pedophiles' videos on YouTube about Vanessa George. So because of that, I cannot post for a week. So I will be letting you guys know right now on, Instagram, when I'm able to be free from YouTube jail, and I'll start linking the YouTube videos back up onto my YouTube channel and my Instagram and all of that when I am done with my sentence. Okay, let's get into politics, shall we? Alright. I know I was pretty goofy at the start of this, but yeah. Multiple children killed at private Nashville Christian school. The person accused of shooting up a private Christian school in Nashville engaged by local law enforcement officials. An active shooter event has taken place at the Covenant School, Covenant Presbyterian Church in Burton Hills Drive. The Nashville Metro Police Department said in a tweet. The shooter engaged by MNPD and is dead. So, Vanderbilt University Medical Center spokesperson John Hauser said that the 3 children who were shot were all pronounced dead after arrival. Oh my God. The Nashville Fire Department said that there were multiple patients from the shooting. Parents coming to the school should go to 20 Burton Hills at this time, said the department. This is an active scene. The private pre-kindergarten through grade 6 school ran active shooter drills last year. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms announced on Twitter that it was sending agents to the scene. Special agents from Nashville Field Office are responding to assist the Metropolitan Nashville Police Department with an active shooter incident that has occurred at the Covenant School, the ATS said. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation later confirmed that the crime scene was no longer active and there was no threat to the surrounding community. At the request of District Attorney General Glenn Funk, TBI, special agents, and additional personnel are responding to the scene of this morning's school shooting in Green Hills, TBI said, as indicated at MNPD Nashville. There is no current threat to public safety. My thoughts and my heart goes out to the families that have lost their children today. I'm so sorry. I offer my deepest condolences. Alright, here's one about Joe Biden. The top Democrat senator slams Biden administration for withholding info on classified document scandals. So, Senator Mark Warner, Democrat of Virginia, chairman of the Intelligence Committee, slammed the Biden administration on Sunday for continuing the construct of committee's investigation into Biden and former President Trump's handling of classified materials while not in office. Warner made remarks on CBS News Face the Nation with host Margaret Brennan when asked if there has been any update on the matter since January. We need more information about these documents, Warner said. And more importantly, we need to make sure that the intel community has done to... what the intel community has done to mitigate the harm. And we're still in conversations with the Justice Department. The administration position does not. The administration position does not pass the small test. The smell test? I don't even know anymore. We've got a job not to go into the legal ramifications, but to make sure that the intelligence community has done what's right, he added. We have got some additional tools. We can restrict some of the spending. We're in active conversations with the Justice Department, but we've got to get those documents. Okay. So, I'm going to play this video. I hate when I have to play videos, but...
TikTok is owned by a Chinese company, ByteDance, and by Chinese law, that company has to be willing to turn over data to the Communist Party, or, and one of my bigger fears, we got 150 million Americans on TikTok, average of about 90 minutes a day, and how that channel could be used for propaganda purposes or mis or disinformation advocated by the Communist Party.
But has the White House made clear to you that they want this bill to pass and do intend to ban it, or is a forced sale more likely?
Well, I think the White House is very in favor of this bill. And clearly this is not just a phenomenon in America. We've seen Canada act, we've seen the UK act. Matter of fact, the Dutch said, if you're a media person, please get off of TikTok. The Chinese are spying on you. India's already banned the bill, banned it outright. We give the Secretary of Commerce the tools to ban, to force a sale, other tools. And end of the day, one of the things that may lead to a ban is the Chinese Communist Party has said the algorithm, the source code that resides in Beijing is so important that they'd rather see a ban than give that source code up to be placed in a third country, which again, I think...
Okay, well, they're talking about TikTok now, which I don't know if that's a thing. Is that one of the documents from the court case? What? I don't understand. We're just gonna go. We're just gonna go to another one. We're just gonna go to another one. That's the whole thing. The rest of it's just the interview. Now, you know I had to cover that bitch-ass snake in the grass, the Grand High Witch herself, Kamala Harris, because we don't actually hear about her and what she's doing lately. So, Kamala Harris to make her first visit to Iowa as vice president. Kamala Harris is set to make her first trip to Iowa since becoming vice president. The White House says Harris will meet with local leaders to discuss reproductive rights during her visit to Des Moines on Thursday. So, let's see. An extension of her nationwide tour following the Supreme Court overturning the Roe v. Wade last summer, leaving abortion restrictions to the states. Abortion remains legal for up to the first 20 weeks of pregnancy in Iowa, but there have been efforts by Republicans to seeking further restrictions. Although the trip is being pegged as one pertaining to official businesses, the 2024 presidential election cycle is beginning to get underway, and early voting in Iowa is already attracting current prospective Republicans candidates, including former President Donald Trump, former United States Ambassador Nikki Haley, former Vice President Mike Pence, and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Democrats voted in recent months to have South Carolina, a key state that helped lift Biden to the party's nomination in 2020, to replace Iowa as its first presidential nominating state in 2024. The decision led to a rebuke by Iowa Democratic Party Chairman Rita Hart, who warned the move would make Democrats vulnerable to claims that they have turned their back on Iowa and rural America, per NBC News. According to CNN, which is first reported plans for Harris to visit Iowa, President Joe Biden has avoided the state ever since he proposed the revised schedule of presidential primaries. Biden has said he intends to run for the re-election in 2024, but has yet to formally declare a campaign. For his plans for a running mate in a little more than a year ago, Biden said that he was committed to Harris in 2024 if he sought a second term. Harris, a former U.S. Senator and Attorney General from California, journeyed to Iowa as a presidential candidate in 2020 cycle, including a visit to the famous Iowa State Fair a few months before she dropped out of the race ahead of the state's first-in-the-nation caucuses. Okay. That was boring. Alright, it's time for the fun part of the news. Let's do some fun stuff. Fun news? Okay, wait, hang on. Are we really committed to random news in this section, or do you want to do fun news? I mean, it's gonna be the same stuff, but just a different name. Let me know. One of my very favorite things to talk about in this section of the podcast episode, of any episode, really, of Renegade Times, is to talk about travel. I love to, travel. It's usually within the United States, but I would love to travel abroad one day with my husband. That's something that he and I have been talking about for so long. I just can't wait. I have so many places that I would love to go to. Scandinavia, of course, is like the one place. Like the one area that I would love to go to. I want to see... I don't want to hear that no more. I don't want to hear no damn siren. I want to see Iceland and Sweden, Norway, and Finland, Denmark. I want to see all of those places. I just want to go to Europe. I want to visit Ireland too, because that's where... my heritage is at and everything. I want to see it all. But these are the 12 cities around the world where you can live cheaply from $300 a month rents to $1 cappuccinos. Okay, sign me up. Seriously. That sounds like so much fun. I hate reading intros because why? Bucharest? I think it's Bucharest. Romania. And now we know why Andrew Tate likes living here. Population 1.82 million since 2021. Known for the capital and the largest city in Romania, Bucharest is recognized as the cultural and financial center of the country. Often referred to as Little Paris, the city has heavy French influence in its architecture in recent years, and it has also earned a reputation as a top nightlife destination. Average monthly rent for one-bedroom home in the city center is $468.25. Yo. We're almost about to pay like twice that here in Toledo. That's terrible. Toledo's more expensive to live than in Bucharest. That's crazy. Okay, average cost to buy a 1,000 square foot home in the city is $239,990. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. $239,990. Monthly costs for a single person, excluding housing, so that would be like groceries and things that you need. $638. Monthly cost for a family of 4 is $2,237. Cost of a cappuccino is like $2.83. Cost of a 3-course meal for 2 is $47.92. Holy shit! I want to go to Romania just to eat. Monthly cost of a gym membership is $45.65. Most common jobs is agriculture, transportation, engineering, and hospitality. Someone who lives there said to make local friends, and I found success by talking to fellow dog owners at the parks and taking fitness classes at the gyms. Jennifer, an American teacher living in Bucharest, said in the travel and lifestyle blog. That's cool. Alright, it might be I'm sorry, I can't read now. It might be hard to move there because heavy traffic, poor air quality, and dirty sidewalks are a few downsides to life in Bucharest, according to Romanian Experience website. In addition, the war on Ukraine has resulted in a surge of refugee migration to Romania, which may have strains on resources. Number 2 is Cape Town, South Africa. Now, I don't know much about Cape Town, but I know there's gangs. That's all I really know about it. It would be a no for me, to be honest. But population is 4.76 million as of 2021, according to an estimate by the Western Cape government. Known for its beauty and biodiversity, Cape Town's natural features include the iconic Table Mountain, numerous world-class beaches, and prime spots for whale watching and penguin spotting. Average monthly rent is $642 for a 1-bedroom home in the city center. Average cost to buy a 1,000 square foot home is $182,980. Monthly cost for a single person, excluding housing, is $512. Monthly cost for a family of 4 is $1,782. Cost of a cappuccino is $174. Cost of a 3-course meal for 2 is $32.42. That's really cool. Monthly cost of a gym membership is $36. Most common jobs: hospitality, tourism, mining, and mineral processing, and sales. That's not bad. That's pretty cool. Someone who lives there said, things that would be extravagant in the US are affordable to us here. Okay. Wine tasting at a local vineyard, for example, costs about 120 rands, or 5 wines from the heart of South Africa's famed winelands. A 12-course dinner at La Colombe, which has often been featured on world's best lists, costs 1,695 rands a person. Wow. Okay, it might be hard to move there because, though it can be considered relatively cheap by the US and Northern European standards, Cape Town is pricey compared to other parts of South Africa. Some people have to decamp to further out suburbs to get a house they can afford with a backyard. Also, South Africa experiences frequent power cuts and outages, which Reuters reported have plagued Capetonians, and others. In December, outages can last up to 10 hours. Oof, no thank you. I'm sorry. It looks beautiful, though. Let's see. Cartagena, Colombia. So, population is 887,946 people. known for. Spain established Cartagena. I'm so bad at this pronunciation, man. Okay. Cartagena. Cartagena? Is that how you say it? I'm gonna say it like that. And if I say it wrong, I'm sorry, okay? As the first established colony of the Americas, building a charming old city with a jewel-toned facades and domed and steepled buildings, that is now recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The city sits on the shores of the Caribbean Sea with beautiful beaches close by. Average monthly rent for a one-bedroom home in the city center is $473.66. Listen, I'm moving. Anything 400 or under, I am moving. Average cost to buy a 1,000 square foot home is $193,950. Monthly cost for a single person is $407. $1,350 for monthly cost for a family of 4. Cost of a cappuccino is $1.42. Cost of a 3-course meal is $19.27. I am going there just to eat, bro. Monthly cost of a gym membership is $20.10. I can get fit and eat. I want to be there. Most common jobs is teaching, hospitality, sales, and agriculture. Someone who lives there said, Cartagena is the pride of the Caribbean, and the beach weather all year round contributes to a better quality of life. Wow, that's amazing. The cost of living is affordable. People are great. The city is lively. It's a great option for expats looking to move to Colombia. That's amazing. Colombia sounds like the best place right now from this list so far. Let's see. It might be hard to move because McConaughey told Travel Blog. Okay. The street and the beach vendors can be a bit pushy. It can be frustrating to be hounded while walking to the supermarket. He also alluded to some rougher parts of the city, but said that the people with street smarts will be able to easily navigate them. Also of note, you cannot work in Colombia as a tour or in a tourist visa. Expats must obtain license for a work visa for their representative profession or respective whatever, you know what I meant. Okay, well, I don't know how to give me a second. I'm going to try to find a thing where I can pronounce this so I don't mess it up this time. And we're going to take a break. Hello, my renegades. Want to make a podcast? Spotify's got a platform called Spotify for Podcasters, and it's all for free, and you can edit from your phone or computer all in one place. No matter what your setup looks like, you can start creating today. Then you can distribute your podcast to Spotify and everywhere else podcasts are heard. Video podcasts are also available, and if you want, you can do Q&As and polls with your audience to get them involved. With Spotify for Podcasters, you can earn money in a variety of ways, including ads and subscriptions. Best of all, it's totally free with no catch. Ever since I started using Spotify for Podcasters, I've learned that my voice is heard in many different platforms, and I absolutely love it. So, download the Spotify for Podcasters app or go to www.spotify.com/podcasters to get started. Let's have some fun, renegades! Okay, it's called Chiang Mai. That's how you say it. That's how you say it. Okay. I had to find a YouTube video that would audibly, like, pronounce it for me. Okay. Population 1.21 million in 2023, according to the GIA World Factbook. Known for It's with temperatures between 59 degrees and 97 degrees Fahrenheit year-round. That sounds amazing. The largest city in northern Thailand is a tropical paradise. The city is renowned for its ornately decorated ancient temples and sprawling night market, which features local crafts, street food, and other knickknacks. Let's see. Average monthly rent is $351. Holy shit. I'm moving. I'm gonna keep saying that. Let's see. Average cost to buy a 1,000 square foot home in the city center is $155,260. Monthly cost for a single person, including housing, is $509. Monthly cost for a family of 4 is $1,808. The cost of a cappuccino is $1.59. Cost of a 3-course meal is $15.37. Man, okay, it's gotta be a travel destination. I need to try the food. Cost of a gym membership is $72. Someone who lives there said one of the draws of Chiang Mai was the slightly more raw and rough feeling of the town. It's nice to see a lot of development in the city, yet part of the charm is Chiang Mai is the crude underdevelopment. Interesting. Might be hard to move because some expats say that it's too hot and humid, or that the language barrier makes it hard to connect with locals. The air quality is also poor, especially between the December and April months when farmers set their fields on fire to prepare to replant crops. To gain citizenship, the expat must live in the country as a permanent resident for at least 5 years. That's crazy. It's still really pretty. I know Thailand is like a very pretty place. So, Georgetown, Malaysia is the next one. Population 228,250 people. Known for the capital of Penang, and it sits off the northwest coast of Malaysia. The small tropical island is a foodie paradise, especially for street cart eats and hawker fare. Other popular sites include beaches, mountains, temples, colonial villages, rickshaws, and more. Average costly rent is $327. Average for a 1,000 square home is $135,000. Monthly cost for a single person is $485. Family of 4, $1,701. Cost of a cappuccino is $2.29. Cost for a 3-course meal is $10.16. Jesus Christ, that's cool. Monthly cost for a gym membership is $26.54. Okay, let's see. Service, sales, and hospitality and tourism are the most common jobs. Did I talk about the common jobs? Did I skip it when I got to Thailand? Yeah, most common jobs are tourism, farming, and food in Thailand. I'm sorry about that. Someone who lives there said it's both historical and modern, and the living in Penang affords all the modern comforts needed for a home, but it is still raw enough to keep it interesting. It might be hard to move there because a woman who moved to Penang in 2013 recently summarized some of the downsides. There's great street food, but not a wide variety of restaurant and bars. The beaches are gorgeous, but the water isn't clear, and it can be hard to find groceries. furniture and other imported items for reasonable prices also, while foreign nationals and their dependents can get a 10-year visa if they make a fixed deposit for in a Malaysian bank or invest in real estate. Expats must renounce their previous nationalities if they want to become citizens. Monthly costs for a single person and family of 4 are for the state of Penang, where Georgetown is the biggest city. Numbeo did not have sufficient data to determine those amounts for Georgetown alone. Okay. Jaipur, India. So this is interesting because India has been voted one of the most unhappiest countries in the world this year. And I know that's crazy. I mean, I always had like a soft spot for India because India goes through a lot. They go through a lot. I know a lot of people there are suffering from a whole lot, and I just I want to say it's not fun being the most unhappiest country in the world. That's not fun at all. So I hope all of the people in India who are listening, I hope you guys are having a good day. I love ya. Let's see. Population 3,000.05 million since 2017. Known for home to some of India's most adorned royal palaces, forts, and temples, Jaipur has been dubbed the Pink City because a Maharaja from the 19th century painted buildings ahead of his visit from Queen Victoria. The capital and largest city of Rajasthan, a state located in the northwestern India, Jaipur, I hope I'm saying that right. I think I am, but I don't know. Is also a destination for jewelry, fabric, antiques, arts, and crafts. Oh, I love that. That's really pretty. Okay, the building that they show is just gorgeous. But average monthly rent is $145. Average cost to buy a 1,000 square foot home in the city center is $151,000. Monthly cost for living is $321. Family of 4 would be $1,076. Cappuccino is $1.51. Cost of a 3-course meal for 2 is $12.11. Monthly cost of a gym membership is $18.74. Most common jobs is tourism, gemstone cutting, manufacturing, and textiles. Let's see. Someone who lives there said people are constantly going out of their way to make sure needs are met, whether it's at a restaurant, mall, or visiting a hotel. The staff always makes sure that they are satisfied, or that you are satisfied. Friends and strangers alike are always offering to cook for you or invite you to holiday celebrations in their home. So it's very family oriented. That's lovely. It might be hard to move there because pollution, crime, poor accommodations for pedestrians, and public transit are among the challenges. Let's see. Digital nomads can enter India on a tourist visa, but be mindful of the need to leave, reapply, and re-enter before it expires. Citizenship by naturalization can be obtained in India, but it will take an expat no less than 12 years. I'm sorry, I'm getting tired. I've had low energy lately. I don't like it. Anyway, Lagos, Nigeria. Population is 15.95 million since 2023. Let's see. Known for Lagos has emerged as a major financial and cultural hub in one of the fastest developing countries in Africa. Set on the Gulf of Guinea, Lagos is a booming movie-making industry called Nollywood. Oh my god! We got Bollywood, Hollywood, and Nollywood. That's interesting. I like that. And is also a haven for tech startups. It is also home to some of the continent's most prestigious schools and universities. Average monthly rent for a one-bedroom home, this is more expensive, is $1,550. Average cost for a 1,000-foot square home is $83,000. Monthly cost for a single person is $602. Cost for a family of 4 is $2,000. Cost for a cappuccino is $3.32. Cost for a 3-course meal is $43.44. Monthly cost for a gym membership is $39.69. Most common jobs are accountant, sales, marketing, business development. Okay, someone who lives there said, if moving to a new city takes a village, moving to Lagos takes a whole continent. It is not for the faint of heart. Okay. Might not want to move there because recently, as in 2018, the Economist intelligence unit named Lagos one of the worst places in the world to live, citing a lack of stability, relatively high crime, poor education, and ineffective healthcare due to its large population. Housing is scarce in the city, and expat moving to Lagos would need a lot of time and patience. So, the Larissa, Greece is next. Population 162,000 since 2017. Let's see, known for... Larissa is the main town of the Thessaly region of Greece, which lies between Mount Oeta and Mount Olympus, located in the wow. Okay, give me a second. Located on the Pineos River, we're gonna say that. The city surrounded valleys and features mountainous landscape. Larissa's biggest attractions included its amphitheater, which dates back to Roman times, and the Diachronic Museum, I think that's how you say it, which houses its ancient and medieval material history. Okay. Rent is average $286. 1,000-foot square home would be $184,000. A single person living, of course, would be $721. Cost for a living for a family of 4 is $2,420. Cost for a cappuccino is $3.16. Cost for a 3-course meal is $34.86. Monthly cost of a gym membership is $45.58. Common jobs: manufacturing, agriculture, and tourism. Someone who lives there once said there are many places to visit. Isario Anonimo wrote in a blog post. Okay, cool. What I liked the most was an ancient theater, which was built outside and it reminds me of an ancient Greece. Okay. This place is ideal for walks, while many choose to ride their bikes there or go jogging. Cool. It might be hard to move there because it's about an hour from 2 different beach regions, while Greece's digital nomad visa is available on non-EU citizens. Expats must meet specific requirements like having health insurance and an income of at least 3,500 euros or $3,760 a month. That's crazy. Puebla? Yeah, Puebla, Mexico is next. 3.3 million since 2022 is the population. The fourth largest Mexican city, located in the valley of the... I don't know how you pronounce that. Quetzalcoatl, is surrounded by mountains, including the iconic volcano Popocatépetl. I don't know how you say that either. Located just a 2-hour drive from Mexico City, Puebla Historic Center was named UNESCO World Heritage Site because of its prevention of religious structures and monuments from the 16th and 17th centuries. Rent is $335. Cost of a home is $72,000, $790. Single person living would be $524. Cost for a family of 4 is $1,851. Cappuccino is $260. Cost of the 3-course meal is $26. Monthly cost of a gym membership is $28.35. Most common jobs are retail, trade, manufacturing, and hospitality. Someone who lived there said, whether you're Catholic or not, it's hard not to fall in love with the raw beauty of the churches in Puebla. There are 365 Catholic churches in the city of Puebla, and every single one is stunning. It might be hard to move because Puebla can get relatively cold, dropping to the 50-degree Fahrenheit range during some seasons where during some seasons, I'm sorry. There are American stores including Walmart, IHOP, and Pizza Hut, which might be a pro or con depending on how homesick you are. To work in Mexico as a digital nomad, you could get a 6-month tourist visa of a temporary residence visa, which allows stays up to 4 years. Okay. Obtaining permanent residency in Mexico, however, is a lengthy and time-consuming process that requires proof of Spanish-speaking capabilities. Wow. I'm getting tired, y'all, as you can tell. My reading speed has definitely slowed down. Rabat, Morocco. And the population is 1.95 million in 2023. Located in the Atlantic Ocean, about 54 miles from Casablanca, the Moroccan capital is home to the Royal Palace, the official residence of the King of Morocco, and the country's most historically significant museum, replete with gardens. The city is widely considered the Washington, D.C. of Northern Africa because of its many government buildings, embassies, green spaces, and wide streets. So, rent is $433. A home is about $188,770. So that's $188,770. Monthly costs for a single person is about $452. Let's see. Monthly cost for a family is $1,589. Cost for a cappuccino is $1.80. 3-course meals are about $26. Monthly cost of a gym membership is $23. Common jobs: tourism, agriculture, textiles, construction, and mining. Someone who lives there once said, even if you live in a quiet neighborhood in Rabat, you can always find areas with restaurants and cafes to go out and have fun, Elizabeth Gribbs said. Okay. Morocco's expat hotspot. Alright, might be hard to move because an American writer who moved to Morocco in 2021 said, teacher wrote that the downsides of the country include corruption, bureaucracy, and terrible healthcare. I need my healthcare, yo. I need to keep that, so that's a no on Morocco. Okay, Santa Cruz, Bolivia. Let's see. Bolivia is a country. Santa Cruz, Bolivia. Okay. Alright. 1,000,082 in 2022. That's how many people live there. 1,082,000 or what? Something like that. 1.82 million. Santa Cruz is the commercial center of the country, rich with culture and fast developing into a modern metropolis located in the tropical lowlands in Bolivia. It sits along the Parai River. Okay. The ruins of an ancient village called El Fuerte, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and rent is $401. A home would be $106,000. Monthly cost for a single person is $486. A family of 4 for living would be $1,721. Cost of cappuccino is $226. 3-course meals is $28. Monthly cost for a gym membership is about $40.76. Agriculture, mining, and natural gas are common jobs. Someone who lived there once said it was incredible living in a big-ish city with all the modern amenities one would want while still being able to go on hikes or hit the sand dunes in a quick day trip. That's cool. Might not want to live there because Santa Cruz has limited job prospects for foreign-born residents who those damn sirens, who might have to resort to working remotely. High crime rates and lack of infrastructure are 2 other challenges. Santa Cruz de Tenerife, Spain. So there's 2 Santa Cruzes. The population is 208,878. That's very small. Like, that's the smallest one we've seen lately, the population. With temperatures in the 60s and 70s all year round, the volcanic island of Tenerife, we're going to say that, part of the Canary Islands about 600 miles west of Morocco in the Atlantic Ocean, is a popular vacation for retirements for retired people. Cool, okay. For many British and German citizens. They especially enjoy beaches, cobblestone villages, and nightclubs. Santa Cruz is a capital, a port city with a charming, historic downtown. Average monthly rent is $709. No, thank you. Average cost to buy a home is $207,000. Let's see. Monthly cost is $617. Cost for a family of 4 is $2,217. Cappuccino is pretty cheap, $1.81. Cost of a 3-course meal is $42.87. Monthly cost of a gym membership is $41. $79. Common jobs are tourism, public relations, marketing, agriculture, and manufacturing. My expenses in Tenerife were similar to those in Portugal, with my biggest expenses being rent, which was $700 for a bedroom in a shared modern apartment, 5 minutes from the beach. Renting a car makes life in Tenerife, considerably more expensive, so I saved money by biking and taking public transit instead and opted to cook most meals at home. Might be hard to live because golden visas or pathways to citizenship through real estate investment into Spain can be pricey and require an investment of a $537,000. Wow, okay. A woman who lived in Lisbon and London before moving to Tenerife said, happier in Tenerife, but nonetheless highlighted some of the downsides to living there on her blog, included traffic, poor public transit, and expensive taxis, and uneven quality healthcare. Alright. And those are the 12 places that are the cheapest to live. Okay, this next one is for the ladies out there. Let's talk about the 18 ways to invest. I thought it was 10 ways. Okay, well, whatever. To invest in yourself as a woman. So these are the 18 ways to invest in yourself as a woman. So let's go in here and let's see if I agree with this stuff. So number 1 is to look after your body. Of course, the number 1 way to invest in yourself as a woman is to look after your body. Here's the thing, ladies. We may feel invincible growing up, but after a certain age, you'll find that just sleeping in the wrong position can leave you with aches and pains for the rest of the day. Yet, tell me that when you're like 33 or over, bro. I get neck pain just by laying on a pillow. Anyway, that's why you should start now. Look after your body. Eating nutritious foods and drinking plenty of water, exercising, not only to keep healthy, but for those yummy feel-good hormones. Yummy. Yummy? Okay. Pamper yourself regularly. Your skin will thank you for having a routine in place. Okay. Let me go to my bathroom. Let me just tell you, okay? I'm not the best person with, like, the best skin, but I found the shit that works for me, and maybe y'all will, understand what, if you guys ever try it. So, I have 3 different, facial scrubs that I use. Not all at once, though. It just depends. Like right now, my face feels like it needs to be exfoliated. So for that, I use a red clay mask called Acure. It's Acure, and it's all one word. That's the brand. And in order for my skin not to be all dried up after I exfoliate it, I use e.l.f.'s Bounce Back Jelly Cleanser, which hydrates the skin. And if I really have some like problem areas like acne and stuff, I use the Dead Sea Mud Mask by New York Biology, which is just a gray mud mask, and they have different scents. And I got the eucalyptus scent last time, and it's wonderful. That's what I do. That's what I do for myself. Let me get into bed here, because I'm about to take a nap after this. Give me a second. I'm getting comfortable. It is such a gloomy day out here in Toledo. I just want to sleep. Alright. Oh, next one is sleep well. Okay. I didn't plan it, I swear. Sleep well. This is something that most women do better than men, but then again, most of us need that little bit of extra snooze. So, time to embrace it. I'm about to snooze, yo. I'm about to snooze. I want to sleep after this. I thought I had enough energy. I took a B12 today. My body was like, that's not enough. Anyway, if you follow the above diligently, your future self will benefit and you'll have fewer issues as you age. Don't forget, number 2, don't forget about your mental health, people. You're listening to a recovery coach who has seen a lot of people go through a lot of stuff. And I have to say, your mental health is just as important as your physical health, because it can affect your physical health too if it's not helped. So, the physical health isn't the only important thing to invest in. So is your mental and emotional health as well. That's why it's essential to treat your mind kindly. Recognize when you're stressed or on the verge of burnout. Don't ignore your anxieties. Give yourself a break when you need and to spend time doing things that make you feel good. Your mental health will affect everything else you do in life, so don't overlook its importance. Yeah. No, she's right. This person's right. I, for one, like to journal because I don't always talk on the podcast like I do. There are some things that I just don't talk about on the podcast as much as I would like to. I don't think everybody needs to know everything about me. So when it comes to the private things in my life, I journal. It is very therapeutic. And I do a thing called scrap journaling. I'm just a very creative person, and so I put stickers and draw and stuff like that in there too. It's all good. It's all fun. Number 3, keep expanding your skill set. This means having increased focus and motivation, opening up new opportunities, increased confidence and self-esteem. Own your finances. Following from the previous point, you might want to take a course in managing finances too. Learning how to invest, saving and budgeting, getting out of debt, staying safe with your finances. Number 5 is travel. Exploring the world. This is, in my opinion, one of the best ways to invest in yourself as a woman. And why? When you travel, you don't only meet new people from other cultures and walks of life, you find yourself too. That's cool. Number 6 is choose your friendships carefully. Yes! I agree with this one. This one is so important. So, let me explain. If you hang around with negative, toxic people who don't really care about you, it can majorly affect your self-esteem and how you view yourself. On the other hand, if you have a group of supportive, loving friends who cheer you on and encourage you to be your best self, you're more likely to believe in your potential and achieve your goals. So, the moral of the story, be picky and invest only in good friendships. Number 7. Learn how to set healthy boundaries. So this is something that technically my family doesn't believe in, is boundaries, because they believe that, we're family, we want to help you. You can set boundaries with anybody. That's all I'm going to say, really. Anybody's bugging you, they probably have pushed your boundaries. So you're allowed to go ahead and set boundaries. Listen, I can't stop yawning. I'm so sorry. And in these friendships, romantic or familial relationships, it's essential to have some strong boundaries in place. This is another important way to invest in yourself as a woman. Without boundaries, people think that it's a free-for-all. They can treat you unkindly, disrespectfully, and there are no consequences. I don't think so. If you have any self-respect, you need to get firm with putting limits in place with everyone who is in your life. If they're genuine, they'll respect your boundaries. Push yourself out of your comfort zone. This is something that I personally struggle with. Another way to invest in yourself as a woman is to get out of your comfort zone. Put simply, you need to start challenging yourself. Go on a solo trip, take a gym class, or try a cuisine you've never tried before. Whatever it is, the more you expose yourself to now, the more you'll thank yourself later. Number 9. Get good at using your voice. Already done. We've come a long way from the saying women should be seen and not heard. But that doesn't mean women are always treated 100% fairly and equally. We've still got work to do, but on a personal level, one thing you can do for yourself and others out there is to use your voice. You've got opinions, say them louder for those in the back. Okay, I like this article. Who's the author? Can I follow you on Instagram? Do you have ideas at work? Make them heard. The point is, there's power in your voice. Use it. When you get to 80, you'll look back and smile at all the times you stood your ground. Yeah, with me, I'm like, you guys already know how crazy I am when it comes to like shouting out like people or like coming at certain people who have done wrong and stuff like that. I'm at the point in my life where I have just been stifled from a lot, and I just want to get in trouble. I do. I just want to get in trouble. Like, I've never been arrested. I've never had a DUI. It's not like I want to go out and do those things specifically. But I am saying, like, I just want to get in trouble. Like, I feel like I need to in order to grow. But number 10 is keep your social media usage in check. This one is for a lot of women. Talking about opinions is another way. Another way to invest yourself as a woman is to keep your social media usage in check. I know that the cute cat videos and plant decor inspo is tempting, but there is also a lot of social media that can make us feel bad about ourselves. Filtered faces and fake lifestyles. You don't need to be exposed to that 24/7. Yeah, I guess I am also a victim to that. But so set limits. It's okay to browse your favorite accounts every now and again. But if you're spending hours a day scrolling on your phone, you're missing out on real life. Number 11 is read as much as you can. I have personally been starting to read more, just because you ever get to a point where you're just scrolling on your phone and you're just like, I've seen it all. There's nothing else interesting, but you're still like tapping on your apps and reading or watching a video or something like that. Yeah. With those times, I kind of want to go and make sure that, I refresh my brain and start reading more. But, you now find yourself with free time due to less social media time. Why not try reading more? That's cool. Okay, number 12. Let's see. Start a side hustle. Yo, I'm about to enter an art show in Michigan, and I am going to post pictures onto Rogue Radio so that way y'all can see my side hustle. Talking of setting up a passive income, did you know that starting a side hustle is another way you can invest in yourself as a woman? Just Google pandemic side hustle stories and you'll find you'll be included in undated stories with incredible yet normal men and women who turn their free time or passion into something profitable. Okay, so number 13 is develop your hobbies and passions. Another way to invest yourself as a woman is to develop your hobbies. Some people are good at keeping up with playing tennis or painting on the weekends, but some of us really struggle to fit our hobbies around work, kids, and household chores and everything else in life. That is why you need to carve out some time. Send the kids to grandma's for the afternoon. Block this hour or two off from work. And turn your phone off. Whatever you choose to do during this time, know that you're contributing to your mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being by connecting with things that you love to do. Number 14 is consider therapy. Interesting. There's nothing wrong with therapy, but you don't want to rely on therapy to the point where, I feel like I'm gonna go crazy if I don't see my therapist today, sort of thing. But even if you don't think you need it, the truth is that we're all carrying around things from our childhood and past experiences. Some have it worse than others, but going to therapy gives us a chance to unpack that heavy backpack of pain and trauma and organize it in a way that it doesn't hold us back from living a fulfilling life. It's probably the best gift you could give yourself. So, number 15 is learn how to love your own company. My God. There are times in the day where I'll just be like, I want to be by myself. I want to watch Rick and Morty or read my book or paint or draw or just sleep. I just want to do that instead of being around people sometimes. I can understand this. When was the last time you spent some one-on-one time with yourself? If you want to invest in yourself as a woman, learning how to love your own company is a must. Honestly, it's a game changer. No more waiting for friends to be free to go out. No relying I'm sorry, that's a weird way to say it, but anyway. Basically don't rely on people all the time for company. Yeah, go ahead, take yourself a bubble bath and read or watch TV. Give yourself a facial, brush your teeth. That shit. It's good shit. Number 16 is do one thing you love every single day. So, let's see here. What's number 16? I know what you might be thinking with this one. How does it relate to investing in yourself? Well, the reason I've mentioned is a simple point. Life is too short. We spend the vast majority of it going to school, working, paying bills, and being stressed. But that's not all there is to life, and we know it. So eat the chocolate bar you've been craving. Go and watch the sunset every evening. Dance in your kitchen and just do whatever makes you happy while you still have the health and energy to do so. Number 17. Let go of negative habits. See, that one's hard. That one's hard. My negative habit is just being pessimistic and cussing a lot. So that'll be something for me to stop doing. Whether it be smoking, drinking too much, or abandoning your body through lack of self-care, being pessimistic, always looking for the negatives, neglecting your mental health. It's time for you to think about how those bad habits will play out in 5 or 10 or 15 years' time. They may be manageable right now, but will they be in the future? Number 18 is set goals and get organized. Letting go of bad habits one step at a time, aiming to read 1 book a month, increasing the amount you travel, reducing your social media usage, creating a group of good supportive friends, and learning a new skill over the course of a few months. Those are all really good ones. But putting yourself first, what's your number 1 goal at the moment? Is it to buy that car you've been saving up for? To finally start a side hustle that'll hopefully help you quit your 9-to-5 one day? Or take the leap and finally ask your partner to move in? Whatever goals you have, there's a hidden trap in how you set them. The trap is you'll only experience genuine life satisfaction when your goals are aligned with your values. Because when values and goals are aligned, you enjoy the journey much more, and this makes achieving your goals much more likely. If you find it hard to articulate your deeper life values, I suggest downloading the free values exercises by career coach Jeanette Brown. Okay, so now they're recommending books, but it takes only a couple of minutes and will reveal a number of powerful insights about your underlying values. So I can't click the link and show you guys because that's the end of this segment.